From the Oval Office, U.S. presidents wield immense power. Their decisions resonate both domestically and internationally. Understanding their actions and legacies is crucial. It allows us to grasp the complexities of American history and its place in the world. This essay delves into the presidencies of Ronald Reagan to Joe Biden. We will explore their defining moments. We will analyze their impact on America and its global standing. Ronald Reagan, a former actor, ushered in a conservative wave in 1981. His economic policies, dubbed Reaganomics, emphasized tax cuts and deregulation. Reagan aimed to stimulate economic growth. He believed in reducing the role of government. On the world stage, Reagan adopted a tough stance against the Soviet Union. He famously called it the evil empire. He increased military spending and engaged in anti-communist interventions in Central America. The Iran-Contra affair, a scandal involving secret arms sales to Iran, cast a shadow on his presidency. However, Reagan left office with high approval ratings. He is credited with contributing to the fall of the Soviet Union. George H.W. Bush, Reagan's vice president, assumed the presidency in 1989, stepping into a world on the brink of monumental change. He faced the daunting task of managing the end of the Cold War. The Berlin Wall fell, symbolizing the collapse of communist regimes in Eastern Europe. The Soviet Union dissolved, marking the end of a superpower rivalry that had lasted for decades. Bush's leadership proved crucial in this delicate transition as he navigated the complexities of a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. He worked closely with Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev to ensure a peaceful end to the superpower rivalry, signing key treaties that would shape the future. In 1991, Bush led the U.S. into the Gulf War, a conflict that would define his presidency. This was in response to Iraq's invasion of Kuwait, a bold move by Saddam Hussein that threatened global oil supplies and regional stability. The U.S.-led coalition swiftly defeated Iraqi forces, showcasing American military might and strategic prowess. Bush's decision to not topple Saddam Hussein's regime would have long-term consequences, influencing future U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East. Domestically, Bush faced significant economic challenges, including a recession that led to rising unemployment and public discontent. He broke his famous "no new taxes" pledge to address a growing budget deficit, a move that sparked controversy and political backlash. This decision hurt his re-election chances, contributing to his defeat by Bill Clinton in the 1992 presidential election. Bill Clinton, a Democrat, defeated Bush in 1992. He promised to focus on the economy. Clinton presided over a period of economic prosperity. The dot-com boom fueled job growth. He signed the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA. This expanded trade between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Clinton also enacted welfare reform. Clinton also enacted the 1994 crime bill. These measures were controversial. However, they reflected the political climate of the time. The Monica Lewinsky scandal, which led to Clinton's impeachment, tarnished his legacy. Nevertheless, he left office with high approval ratings. He is remembered for his charisma and his ability to connect with ordinary Americans. Section 5. George W. Bush, 9/11s, and the War on Terror. George W. Bush, son of the 41st president, won the controversial 2000 election, which was marked by a contentious recount in Florida and a Supreme Court decision. His presidency was forever shaped by the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, a day that saw the tragic loss of nearly 3,000 lives and the collapse of the World Trade Center. In response, Bush launched the War on Terror, a global military campaign aimed at dismantling terrorist organizations. He invaded Afghanistan to topple the Taliban regime, which had been providing sanctuary to Al-Qaeda. This regime was harboring Al-Qaeda, the group responsible for the devastating 9/11 attacks, led by Osama bin Laden. In 2003, Bush ordered the invasion of Iraq, a decision that would become highly controversial. This invasion was based on the claim that Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction, a claim that was later discredited. No such weapons were found, leading to widespread criticism and questioning of the war's justification. The Iraq War proved long and costly, with significant loss of life and financial expenditure. It damaged America's reputation abroad, sparking protests and anti-war demonstrations around the world. Bush also faced criticism for his handling of Hurricane Katrina in 2005, which was seen as slow and inadequate. The storm devastated New Orleans and exposed deep-seated racial and economic inequalities in the United States. The 2008 financial crisis, the worst since the Great Depression, further tested his presidency, leading to a severe economic downturn and widespread financial instability. Section 6. The Obama Presidency: Hope, Change, and Challenges. Barack Obama made history in 2008, capturing the hearts and minds of millions. He became the first African-American president of the United States, a monumental achievement in American history. He inherited a nation grappling with the Great Recession, a severe economic downturn that affected millions of Americans. Obama signed the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, a critical move to stabilize the economy. This was a massive stimulus package aimed at reviving the economy, creating jobs, and rebuilding infrastructure. He also championed the Affordable Care Act, a landmark healthcare reform. This law expanded health insurance coverage to millions of Americans, providing access to essential medical services. It remains a subject of political debate, with strong opinions on both sides. In foreign policy, Obama ended the Iraq War, bringing home thousands of U.S. troops. He ordered the raid that killed Osama bin Laden, a significant moment in the fight against terrorism. He also authorized the Iran nuclear deal, a controversial yet pivotal agreement. This agreement aimed to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons, which was the biggest mistakes now that Iran is making a nuclear weapons and becoming a big threat not only to Israel, but to the whole world and humanity. Section 7. The Trump Era: Disruption and Division. Donald Trump's unexpected victory in 2016 ushered in an era of political upheaval. A businessman and reality TV star, Trump campaigned on a populist and nationalist platform. He promised to make America great again. He implemented tax cuts. He pursued deregulation. He took a hard line on immigration. He engaged in trade disputes with China. Trump's presidency was marked by constant controversy. He was accused of obstructing justice. He was impeached twice. He downplayed the COVID-19 pandemic. He challenged the results of the 2020 election. His supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Section 8. The Biden Administration: A Return to Stability. Joe Biden, Obama's vice president, defeated Trump in 2020. He promised to restore normalcy and unity. He took office amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. He swiftly passed a $1.9 trillion relief package. He oversaw a massive vaccine distribution effort. Biden also reversed many of Trump's policies. He rejoined the Paris Agreement on climate change. He ended the travel ban on citizens from several Muslim-majority countries. President Biden has repeatedly ordered the suspension of Iran sanctions. He withdrew U.S. troops from Afghanistan. This withdrawal was chaotic and drew criticism. Biden has also provided strong support to Ukraine. Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022. Conclusion: shaping America's future on the world stage. The actions of U.S. presidents from Reagan to Biden have profoundly shaped America's trajectory. They have also influenced the global landscape. From the end of the Cold War to the rise of China, from the war on terror to the COVID-19 pandemic, these presidents have navigated complex challenges. They have left their mark on history. Understanding their legacies is essential for comprehending the present and future of the United States and its role in the world. I hope you enjoy this video. Please click that like button, subscribe to Always Mabel Canada, and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we upload our latest video.